on Pure Country Reacts. So we're like cruising around YouTube and we're trying to search for things to react to. And lo and behold, we saw some car crashes. You're probably going to get the same reaction every time, which is typically, but maybe you'll get something different. Not really sure, but let's see what happens.
Oh!
When you're the only car on the road.
How are you alive?
Dude,
How are you alive?
he's thinking the same thing.
Well, how in the world did you drive like that and you act like you're sane? And you just... No, he's not sane.
Oh no, he's amazed that he's still freaking alive.
Why was he driving like that, though? But then he
Going
gets out
around that-
normally.
Went going around that curve. That was like seriously crazy.
What? What?
Minding your business and...
Do you really think you were going to get past that car when they were
At least they
already on the
pulled
road?
over. Ooh. You're gonna, hello. Oh, okay, that's 2 lanes that's doing that. Where are you? Okay. These foreign roads just...
Oh! I don't think I've ever seen such.
Oh, hey!
What's wrong with these people? Well, you almost made the man wreck. What are you talking about?
I mean, in here, a crosswalk, you're supposed to stop, but...
Well, the thing is that he was driving a really big thing. I don't think it slowed down.
Yeah,
enough.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. Those suckers don't stop on a dime. And one of those roundabouts... What's that in the right...
What in... Oh, something in the road.
What... Yeah, what is it, though?
I have no idea.
Gotta see this again.
Yeah, something in the road.
But it was hooked to the... But what was it? Okay, so he's walking off. I am seriously confused. Okay, he's gonna say, hey, yeah, you dude, come here. So come here. You gotta stop. Put on your bra. Whoa! Okay, let me just say, I feel like I'm a fairly safe driver, and that we just saw with that left turn actually happened to us when we were in Georgia one time. Weird sort of story behind that. We had went down to sort of kind of look for the places where they had filmed Walking Dead scenes, and they have different locales that they've used in Georgia, and we had took a weekend to go. I ordered a book. It tells you where these places are located. You put it in your GPS, you go, and you can take your picture if somebody doesn't live there, whatnot. Anyway, we're trying to find a hotel one night on this weekend, and every hotel that is near where we were was booked up. So we had to go a little bit further to find a hotel. Only thing is we were driving down these back country roads in Georgia, and we weren't really sure where to find a hotel. We're getting farther and farther away from where we had actually intended to be. So I stopped at a gas station that was on like any other road, not a huge major road. I think it was like a 2-lane road. And I asked for directions, and they told me to go to the next red light, make a right. I would see the sign for the interstate, which was where the other hotels were. So get in the car, go down the road, next red light, I make my right, and there's 2 lanes. It's a 2-lane road, big houses, 2 lanes. I see the sign that says interstate left. So I put on my signal, and let me remind you, it's like 11 o'clock at night, okay? I put on my turn signal to make my left-hand turn. No car is coming towards me, no car in sight. So I start to make my turn, and I get hit from that side. It was a one-way road. Didn't know that. No sign that said one-way road.
And the paint was actually very deteriorated. So
It really was. It was in a neighborhood. It was really, really weird. So,
But really, it wasn't our fault because there was 3 teenagers, and one of them who was driving was on her phone.
on her phone. And I mean, what was even so crazy is I have my signal on. It is dark outside. If you're on a one-way road, there's a right lane and a left lane, and you're in the left lane, and somebody has their left turn signal on, and there's no one else on the road, why don't you just honk your horn at me and, like, I don't know, flip me a bird and say, moron, I'm from out of town. I did not know it was a one-way road, and there was no sign that said one-way road. So anyway, when I made my turn, I hear brakes locking, and they slid right into us in the rental car. Divine intervention. Okay, number one, it totaled her car, and I got out of this rental car and I walked around it 3 times looking for the damage. They had hit the back driver's tire, and it had scuffed the hubcap on the tire only. It totaled this girl's car. 3 teenagers, every one of them on their phones. They get out. What? Want to start cussing. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I couldn't understand why she would be passing me on the left, but again,
Well, she was an idiot. She was on her phone and she was speeding because literally 1 second when we started making our turn, there was nobody on the road. And it was
around.
a straight road.
Yes, it was straight, not curvy, not nothing. It was like going through somebody's neighborhood.
And you could also see the tire tracks in the road and how fast she was going.
She was going when she slammed on her brakes.
But yeah, we were still basically the fault.
Yeah, exactly. Divine intervention on that one, thank God, because we were in a rental car. None of us got hurt. My husband did get slung around a little bit in the back because he was not wearing his seatbelt like a dum-dum. But
he don't listen to us.
yeah, he didn't listen. He listens a little bit better, at least as far as the seatbelt goes. But anyway, that was just that's sort of kind of what happens to us. But we got hit on the back tire, and thank God, because I got to drive the rest of the weekend and then take the rental car back in one piece.
And I bet she immediately started crying to her mama. But
Yeah.
because it was a birthday present I'm receiving.
Soon as her mom showed up.
I bet you next time she gets her a new car, she's gonna do the same thing. I mean,
Probably. I mean, why were they
yeah, she was all pissed off at us, and then her mama showed it, and she started crying.
She was in tears. And her mom acted like she was really pissed off at us. She said, your car has no damage.
Okay, not her fault.
Miraculously. But, I told the cop what had happened. I even apologized. I mean, and I didn't really feel like I was in the wrong. Like I say, it was a one-way road.
They were rich people, too.
Right.
So.
But I didn't know where I was, and I was doing directions to try to find a hotel. 11 o'clock, there's nobody out. Seriously, there wasn't. It was on a weekend, going through a neighborhood. You make a left-hand turn, whammo! It just didn't make no sense. Anyway.
And everybody blamed you, even though they saw your tag was not from there. But,
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, people are horrible. That's why I don't like people.
Yeah, but anyway, thank God nobody got hurt either, so. But I just tossed that out there. Did you just, bump that car? Are you gonna bump the... Whoa! Yeah, they say never go across...
Really?
What?
What in the hell are you...
Oh, they've stolen the car. Dude, you're... He's gonna get ran over. They've stolen the car. Why else dump it? Is somebody sitting on the back of that car? Is that a... What?
I don't know.
Everything happens for a reason. Yeah. Should have waited. Yeah, that could be right here in the state.
Why do people not watch where they're driving?
Because people are stupid. After COVID, people have gone cray-cray with their driving.
What?
Oh!
Well, he can't really stop as well. He's got a bigger
It's
thing.
wet. Yeah, he gonna back it up, I guess. His reverse lights came on. Oh, look at that, though. That's crazy. That's like 85 at 5 o'clock in the afternoon when you're trying to get home from work. Looks exactly.
Sorry, people. Hopefully you're
Everything
still alive.
backed up. You're trying to merge on. Yikes. Yeah. I wouldn't even want to get out of my car on the interstate.
hell's wrong with you people? No
Didn't
turns,
even
no
look.
nothing.
Didn't even look. Nope. They just went for it.
Run around. They have to think about stopping for a while.
Okay, this is definitely American drivers because we stupid.
Well, it seems like everybody else in the world is stupid too, but we just stupider, the stupider.
Is that a po-po behind him?
Look like it.
Or are they just racing?
Probably racing. Who knows? Not even making it any better either.
Oh, high wind.
Denver.
Oh, no.
Oh, sir.
Ooh. Okay, that's high wind. Is that snow? Northern Colorado.
High winds was on.
It was behind the Amazon Prime truck when it lost control in gusty conditions.
Colorado.
Yeah.
Tucson.
Tucson, Arizona.
Oh!
Oh my gosh.
I wonder about people.
I'm really wanting to get cameras in our car too.
Those cameras. Sounds like people following closely and then swerving into the
Adjacent lane, causing mayhem and destruction after traffic in their lane, same to the place. Yeah, see, and that's what happens on 85. Seriously, I was having to drive over an hour away to a job I had gotten in, I won't say the town, just because. But my new job, my old job, I only had to drive like 10 minutes away. And then my new job was an hour away. And that's, if you don't have heavy traffic, I would say that it was really probably like 30 minutes. But if you want to add traffic to it, it was an hour and sometimes even, an hour and 15 minutes. And we're talking heavy duty traffic on I-85 that goes from, South Carolina. I know it goes all the way straight through, Atlanta, Georgia. It's a very, very unsafe road. I mean, it really is.
It's very long, and I would get to school and I would text her, and she'd text me whenever there'd be a traffic jam.
Yeah.
There'll send me traffic jams, and she'd let me know when she got there, and I'd already start my class halfway through.
She would
tell me.
Yeah, exactly. And it was really, really bad. And people do disregard the speed limit. It's usually 70. I think is like the most that you can typically go, but in South Carolina, and I don't know about in many other states, but typically they think if the speed limit is 70, that means you can go 5 miles over, and typically it doesn't mean that. But let me tell you, when I'm doing 70 and we're bumper to bumper and it is 3 lanes across, you really don't want to have to be going 70 miles an hour, because when a wreck happens at that speed, people start going crazy. And I've been on the interstate quite a few times where there are crashes, backs up the interstate. It's just really an unsafe situation.
You ain't got to go in full detail. Literally, we wake up every morning on the news, and there's always a crash on the highway.
And I think everybody's news sort of kind of does, a roads report for people going to school and people going to work. But I-85 keeps everybody on their toes. It is absolute mayhem, and I've been on it many a time when it was a parking lot. So, California.
Can't wait to see this one.
Okay, so he's saying something about being cut off. Whoa!
Keep driving. I wouldn't even.
Okay, so Civic could have just merged behind. He accelerated to try to advance 1 car length and made an immediate lane change once he was between the 2 cars. You can complain about distracted drivers with the phone call and all, but he did everything else correctly.
Including hitting the brakes once it was obvious the other
The
car was actually going through the lane change.
Yeah, exactly. So, where are you going?
What? Did you fall asleep?
Okay, it's time for the person in the car to hit their brakes. They kept trying to correct that stuff.
I ain't even gonna say nothing. You kind of hit the brakes with that one instead of continuing to drive on the same.
That's the thing, though.
The same speed.
If you're hitting your brakes,
I almost heard and seemed like the driver got distracted and lost control. I think they fell asleep.
It might have been, but the thing is overcorrecting is death.
And
okay, if we're inside the airport, this ain't gonna be good.
How in the world? Okay, let's say his truck took out a baggage carousel
before crashing into a car rental counter. Suffered serious injuries, was taken to Sarasota Memorial Hospital. There were also 2 employees behind the rental car counter at the time of the crash, but they were not hurt. Hey, they ducked. And I would have ducked too.
Thank God they weren't hurt, because they were just minding their own business, doing their job.
And I can see their airbag
no
too.
telling.
Newfoundland. Okay, hello.
Oh.
Okay, so in America, we don't do the metric system. So when you throw out 100 kilometers per hour, I don't know what you're talking about. Travel on Highway 1 in Newfoundland doing the speed limit of 100 kilometers an hour when another vehicle turns into Route 390 across my lane. Passenger in the back of car had a couple of broken ribs and a broken clavicle. Otherwise, everyone else was uninjured and walks away. So, Lexi just went and Googled 100 kilometers per hour, which is 62.14 miles per hour. And, honey, let me tell you, that's pretty fast. And
That's fast for that kind of car that he was driving.
And the weather was not good. It
For
didn't
you to
look
be doing
like,
that, no.
no. When you add frozen precipitation or just wet precipitation, frozen precipitation, yeah, it's
Dry, black ice. I mean, you don't want any of that.
It's not good to go even the speed limit. I mean, seriously.
You need to drive slower like that. Even in the rain, you need
And
to.
I don't teach drivers it, so I just, at my age, you just learn that you could die at any moment.
Passenger in the black. California.
Yeah, that's
Another one.
that's a madhouse.
Look at this traffic.
Pomona. Hey!
Person's minding their own business.
They thought they could get in the other lane quickly.
You can't even mind your own business on
It
the
was
road.
moving at 40 miles per hour, suddenly the carpool lane stopped. Tell you.
Illinois.
Okay, so these people here have the red. You're obviously not in the lane you want to be in. Now, what are you doing? And that's the most awfulest sound to hear. It's somebody crunching your car.
Okay, California looks like.
So they got and you are so running the red light. Oh my God. Derivative for Camry's insurance shows it's Camry, isn't it? Camry had green protected left turn arrow. And after the crash, the video shows the red light runner had the red light. Also, pay attention to your surroundings instead of blindly following traffic. Exactly.
Yeah, but
See, because look, right there, they have the red light. Point to that light up there, Lexi. The person that was coming had the red light. Yes. Okay.
see, and even here, it all shows red around everything. I know, but I wish this thing had the.
She won't let me go get no coffee.
We're doing 10 more videos of this, and literally it's still. Jealous.
Yeah. Oh, look, we are going quickly.
No.
In the snow.
Oh.
Dumb. Is that South Carolina?
Florida. Alright. Last one.
Jacksonville. Yeah, I've seen that so many dang times, and let me tell you, them people piss me off. Yeah, boy.
Oh!
Karma was quick, wasn't it?
Imagine if they actually went over that thing. That'd been worse.
Well, I'd keep on driving. Sorry. When you act like that, you ain't going nowhere in no more of a hurry than I am unless you go in the hospital with somebody who's about to have a baby.
Their injuries, he was driving too fast.
As you see, he almost hit the center divider when he passed me. I did stop, and he was a younger guy. I'm telling you, young guys. He was yelling at himself saying that it was his mom's car. I left after I seen he was okay. Yeah, well, you shouldn't have been driving your mom's car like that. Sorry, I have no sympathy.
Why in the world would you drive your... Why in the world would you drive your parents' car, even your own car that you spent thousands of dollars on?
He
like that?
probably doesn't have a car for that very reason. So let me just say, I'm pretty sure that the few followers that we have are from America. Teenage drivers are the worst, but you have some really other bad drivers around here.
Who've been drivers for a while.
Who are really seasoned drivers. I don't say I get slower with my age. I still dab in and out of cars sometimes. Depends on what kind of a hurry I'm in. But I typically try not to be in a hurry unless it's just absolutely an emergency. And I have flown like a bat out of hell with my flashers on in actual emergencies before and got pulled over and was told by the cop to be safe, because I was actually trying to come home to get her because her dad had been taken by ambulance to a hospital, and I was driving from my hour and a half away job. Okay. So I was speeding, yeah, I know, and my tires could have blown at any moment. My mom always told me to, Heather, you never know if your tires are gonna pop or whatever. But as you get older, you start getting a little wiser. So I do still drive sort of kind of crazily at times, but this is my 19-year-old who cares absolutely nothing about driving. She has a car that's been sitting in the yard that I have to drive, and I have to make her drive occasionally. It's been sitting in the yard basically for, about 4 years, I think.
We still practice with it.
She does practice with it. She has no license, okay? She just has her permit, but she says these are the reasons that she doesn't want to be on the road.
Because you can just be minding your own business and somebody runs over you and you're doing everything that's right.
Yeah, and it can happen. It really can.
And we don't have the money to pay for another car.
Well, I mean, who does? I mean, I don't know. Anyway, but the thing is there are some unsafe drivers out there. There's some bad situations out there.
Yeah, when we immediately got out of COVID and people were allowed to drive more, we immediately saw on the news where this grown man had pushed, I guess I would say like a 18 or 19-year-old girl in her car off the road because he was just having road rage. Really?
I don't know, really. And there was road rage before COVID. There's even worse road rage now. It's like people just don't have tolerance for anybody else anymore. It's like people have forgotten what they learned, what they knew. I don't even know why, but be safe out on the road. I mean, seriously. I'm trying to get this one to at least get her license because coming up, I would say probably within the year, if she makes it into the nursing program, she's going to drive herself to college because I sure as hell can't do it. We shall say, I don't know. Anyway, unless somebody wants to be her chauffeur, okay, you're going to have to drive her for free. I'm sorry, okay, I cannot afford. But she may require a chauffeur. You could double as her bodyguard, too. It doesn't really matter. All for free. But anyway, we hope you enjoyed other people's accidents. Obviously, nobody got badly hurt in some of these, which is really good. Just always be safe out there. But if you hadn't done it already, please subscribe and give us a thumbs up. And until our next video, peace.